Travel, carpools, daily school runs, choose the wrong booster, and every ride becomes a hassle. But pick right, and safety, comfort, and sanity fall into place instantly. This video breaks down 7 standout booster seats, from portable inflatables to adjustable highbacks and combo harness boosters, sharing real-use impressions on belt fit, comfort, portability, and installation quirks to help match the right seat to the right kind of family routine. Expect critical takes where they're warranted on entries 7 and 6, plus increasingly strong praise as we approach the top picks, so there's a clear, practical path to a smart decision by the end. 7. Hiccapop UberBoost Inflatable Booster Seat. The Hiccapop UberBoost is the carry-anywhere solution that genuinely fits in a backpack, inflates in seconds, and meets FMVSS 213, which helps immensely for ride shares, carpools, and travel days when lugging a rigid shell is a deal-breaker. In short trips, the non-skid silicone base held steady on leather and cloth seats, and the metal belt guide kept the lap belt where it belongs without drifting upward across the abdomen, which is crucial for safe belt positioning. Deflation is fast and clean thanks to the leak-proof valve, and the rolled-up package stashes easily in a carry-on, which makes it a lifesaver in rental cars and taxis where seat availability is uncertain. However, being inflatable means compromises. The cushion feels buoyant, but can flex under heavier kids at the 80 to 110-pound end, which some riders notice on longer drives, and the lap belt guide requires threading each time, slowing down quick swaps between vehicles compared with rigid boosters that retain shape and guides. Also, while it passes FMVSS 213 and has clever anti-slip features, it's still a backless inflatable, so there's no side impact structure, and posture can slump on sleepy rides, making it best as a travel specialist rather than a daily driver for most families. The compact 14.5 by 14.5 by 4.5-inch profile fits between 2 car seats or 3 across in many back rows, but that narrowness also translates to a smaller seating platform than premium backless models, especially noticeable with bigger kids. 6. Diono Solana 2 XL 2022. Diono Solana 2 with latch leans into big kid comfort and capacity, supporting up to 120 pounds with a wide, padded seat and retractable cup holders and snack trays that make long rides easier to manage without juggling bottles and snack packs in the front seat. The flexible latch connectors stabilize the booster, so it doesn't become a projectile when unoccupied and keeps it planted during entry-exit, which is particularly helpful with wiggly kids hopping in and out for school drop-off lines. The XL dimensions are a double-edged sword, though. The 18.5-inch width can be bulky for 3 across, and in smaller sedans, the outer armrest can bump door panels or seat bolsters depending on the vehicle's contouring. On belt fit, the shoulder positioner and generous hip room help most kids achieve a clean routing, and the overall feel is plush without being spongy, which helps posture on longer drives. Critically, portability is just average. At about 6 pounds with a wide frame, it's not the one to sling between carpools, and the seat height of roughly 4.5 to 5 inches won't help with tall door sills as much as deeper bases do in some cars. Still, as a stationary, comfort-first backless with proper latch and IIHS Best Bet cred, it's a solid family hauler that's better for minivans and SUVs with generous rear bench space rather than compact 3 across puzzles. Number 5. Chicco GoFit Plus Backless Booster Car Seat. The GoFit Plus nails the essentials for a daily backless booster. Consistent belt fit with integrated lap guides, a shoulder clip for tricky belt geometries, and latch to hold the seat when empty so it doesn't fly around the cabin or shift during entry and exit. Chicco's UberBoost seat with double foam padding provides real-world comfort. Kids sit straighter and complain less on 30 to 60-minute commutes, while the smooth underside is kinder to leather than hard-edged shells in repeated installs. The cup folders are a Chicco hallmark. They fold in to save space and are removable and dishwasher safe, which preserves elbow room and makes cleaning straightforward after spilled juice boxes. At about 5 to 5.7 pounds and 17 inches wide, It threads the needle nicely for 2 across, next to a convertible, or even some 3 across scenarios if the vehicle has a friendly seat contour. What stands out over months of use is reliability. Belts route consistently in different vehicles, and the quick-release latch makes swapping cars realistic without fighting tight webbing in awkward angles. While purely backless, and therefore not ideal for sleepy posture or side containment, within the backless class, it punches above its weight on comfort and everyday sanity features, earning its spot as the first daily driver booster on this list. 4. Cosco Finale DX 2-in-1 Booster Car Seat. Cosco's Finale DX is the budget-friendly ultra-light 2-in-1 that genuinely fits 3 across in many vehicles, which is gold for growing families managing multiple restraints across one bench. In harness mode, it covers 30 to 65 pounds and up to 49 inches, letting caregivers keep kids in a 5-point longer before switching to belt positioning booster at 40 to 100 pounds, which aligns with best practice staging towards seatbelt readiness. The shell is slim, the pad is machine washable and dryer safe, and moving it from car to car is far easier than most combination seats, which matters for carpool realities and grandparent vehicles. In booster mode, it has an IOHS Best Bet rating, and the narrow footprint helps reclaim shoulder room around adjacent seats that would otherwise conflict. The trade-off is that the Finale is simpler than premium combos, fewer plush touches, more straightforward plastics, and a single cup holder, yet that simplicity is exactly what enables the fit-and-go 3 across magic. For the price and weight, the 2-mode longevity and verified booster belt fit deliver exceptional value, especially when multiple siblings are in the mix or when lightness is a top priority for frequent moves. Number 3. Chicco KidFit ClearTex Plus. The KidFit ClearTex Plus brings premium safety and comfort refinements. DuoGuard head and torso protection with a rigid shell and EPS foam, a 10-position headrest for precise belt alignment over years of growth, and materials that meet federal flammability standards without added flame-retardant chemicals. The premium latch with Super Cinch 1-pull tightener stabilizes the seat and keeps it anchored when unoccupied, and the quick-release mechanism genuinely works one-handed for faster swaps between vehicles without wrestling straps. The 2-position backrest adjusts to match vehicle seat angle, and removing the back later to run as a backless extends the seat's lifespan without requiring another purchase, keeping fit consistent as kids mature. Ergonomically, the UberBoost contour and double padding reduce fidgeting on longer rides, and the double cup folders fold in to preserve hip room while popping out when needed, then go into the dishwasher after messy days. The ClearTex approach also brings indoor air quality benefits with GreenGuard Gold certification for low chemical emissions, which many caregivers prioritize for daily prolonged contact products in closed cabins. Overall, it's a top-tier 2-in-1 for families valuing side impact structure, easy latch management, and chemical-conscious fabrics with genuinely user-friendly touches that add up in everyday use. 2. Mifold Hifold Adjustable High-Back Booster Car Seat. The Hifold is the fit-and-fold high-back that solves the travel versus structure dilemma. It folds down compactly for carry, yet unfolds into a highly adjustable high-back with 243 individual settings across head height, head width, body width, and seat width to dial in an optimal belt path for a wide range of kids and vehicles. In practice, that adjustability pays off where standard boosters struggle. Unusual belt anchor points, sloped seats, or narrow buckles by letting the shoulder guide and torso wings track the child's frame rather than forcing the child to adapt to a fixed shell. Suitable for 40 to 100 pounds and 36 to 59 inches, it covers a broad mid-childhood span, and the carry strap plus lightweight build make it uniquely viable for frequent taxis, travel sports, or dual household routines that still need a supportive high back. The high back structure also supports posture and sleepy heads better than backless models, which reduces belt misplacement from slumping on longer drives. While cup holders and plushness aren't the headline, the real-world win is precision fit and portability together, which is rare in high backs and turns the Hifold into a true, always have a proper booster solution when plans change at the last minute. For caregivers who prioritize belt geometry and need to move seats often without giving up side wings and headrest containment, this is a standout and easily earns the number 2 spot. Number 1. KidsEmbrace Marvel Spider-Man. KidsEmbrace's Spider-Man 2-in-1 harness to booster sits at number 1 because it marries engagement with safety staging. A forward-facing 5-point harness from roughly 26.5 to 65 pounds and 29 to 49 inches lets caregivers keep kids harnessed longer before transitioning to belt positioning, 40-100 pounds and 38 to 57 inches, matching best practice progressions in a seat kids are genuinely excited to climb into. The latch lower anchors and top tether support solid installs in harness mode, and the seat's 2 crotch positions accommodate growth, so the harness fit stays snug and correctly routed over time rather than creeping too low or wide. Real-world use shows that themed seats can transform resistance into routine. Kids want to buckle, reducing battles that often lead to rushed or sloppy installs. And this model's combination of cup holders and supportive structure makes longer rides smoother for both child and driver. KidsEmbrace is explicit that side impact testing applies in harness mode, and the brand recommends using the harness to its limits before switching to booster, which aligns with conservative safety practices many caregivers follow. As a belt positioning booster later on, it keeps the superhero appeal while transitioning to big kid status, and for families juggling compliance and excitement, that balance is hard to beat at this price point. The upshot: great longevity through 2 modes, parent-friendly hardware, and kid-approved design that helps ensure correct use trip after trip, exactly what a top-ranked seat should deliver. Final thought. That's all for today, folks.